Hello, Henul here. Welcome back to another round of gaming, and today we're playing Tiny Bookshop again. And last time around we did a long episode as an introduction with the first week done, and today we're gonna go back to the normal routine 45-minute-ish way of playing, and yeah, that's where we're gonna play at. So, last time around we were done with the flea market and we did the waterfront again, and I think now we're gonna go for the Mega Mache. Visit the supermarket 3 times. Yes, I think we're gonna go here. We've got enough books, we did everything we needed to do, and I think we're gonna go here and see this one for the first time. We need to fill up the kids books thingy. That's fine. We need to do some classics, we need to do some facts, we need a few travelers, like 4, that's enough. A few more fantasies, and a crime, and 10 crime brings us to 47. And then we take a classic here, and off we go to the shop. The big shop. Okay, on the parking lot. Hello. Put it out here, and let's have a look around. There's another one. Woo. What else do we have? This looks rather British countryside or British seaside, but it's actually French. I mean, Mega Mache. I know Mache. I don't know. I'm not French. I can't speak French. But I know this as some kind of supermarket chain, and all the names here, like Café Liberté, the names of the people looks like, or feels to me like, a French coast. But yeah, I don't know, maybe they've got buildings that look like English coastal towns, but hey, they're close enough together and have been connected to each other over the time, so yeah. I mean, why do you think a lot of the weird English words come from, right? French was the nobility speak, or words of it were the big fashion at some point. So, yeah. Let's get to the game. Difficulty 4, so we've got 2 books in here. I get pretty bad nightmares from grisly violence. Also, I'm not looking for anything too complex or hard to read. But I want to read a horror story. It's for my little sister. So we need a kid's horror story, pretty bad nightmares from grisly violence. So no violence, but a horror story like Cthulhu, more psychological. Also, I'm not looking for anything too complex or hard. I want to read a horror story for kids. We had something like, no, not Titus, that's also horror, but not for a story. Let's go through here. That's not it. I'm quite sure Silence of the Lambs is not it for the girl. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, that's not a horror story. Death on the Nile, that's whodunit. I don't think that's for the little one. Red Dragon, definitely not. Sherlock, Shining. Nah, not really, right? Shining is not it. The Telltale Heart. But you've killed an investigator here. You surely must hear too. How will Poe's delightful, chilling short story end? Yeah, no. Still love you or not? No. Confess, no. Is it Edo Romans? Looking for Alaska. I thought we had, where is it? The house. I think we need, oh, Howl's Moving Castle. Could be some kind of horror if you're inclined to it, but I think it's more, yeah. I'm searching for the house with a clock in the wall, but I don't have it anymore. Damn it. That would have been my first guess here. Okay. Witchwood. Clearly not it. Magic World. Collection of 12 beautiful poetic stories for children, including no. Bible. No. Witch Hat Atelier. Become a witch if she was born without a gift or magic. Well, Mr. Dystopia manga. Okay, no. The Green Mile is not it. The Maze Runner is not it. Howl's Moving Castle. Only the chance of breaking her enchantment is there the most heartless and not really a horror story. Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson Part 2. Yep, no. Emma. It's the comedy of manners from Austen's socialite Emma, very confident in her matchmaking skills. Beloved by Toni Morrison. Gothic historical fiction. Beloved story about the trauma of slavery and hope. Great Expectation. Treasure Island. Yeah, that's not really a horror story. Journey to the West or Monkey King. Embarks on based on folk tales and legends. Dracula, but that's not for kids. Classic piece, no. Book of Tea, no, no, no. Okay, let's switch over to the kids section here. James and the Giant Peach. The Yellow Fairy Book. Most well-known fairy tales, the many from Icelandic to came to Estonian to Greek and all for children to enjoy. And these old stories can be horror. I mean, if you ever read something Christian Andersen original Ariel or something even darker, like if you think Disneyfied old Grimm's Brothers and all the other things, so the old school Disney is already old tales made up a bit shinier for a new audience. If you go back to the Grimm's Brothers, they got, for example, collections of stories, and they were already, for the time, easier versions and more, let's say, Disneyfied versions of the old folk tales. If you really read into old folk tales and things, they are pretty grisly, to be honest. Nimona, no. Oh, Harry Potter and The Happy Prince and Other Tales. No. Artemis Fowl. No. No. Never-ending Story. Foretelling is the dangerous fantasy adventure for young readers. James and the Peach. I'm going for the Yellow Fairy Book. Fairy tales for kids. Old fairy tales. Icelandic. I think I'll take these. Ah. Why doesn't it count? Then you've clearly never read old school stories. Okay, let's move on. Enough time already wasted. We're already 7 minutes in and I haven't even done the first day. Oh, hello. Hey mate, nice to see you again. In mind if I hang around a bit, I need to do some writing. You know how I told you about my band? Yeah, I want to work on a concept album while the bassist is away, but it hasn't been going super well. I even thought some of the time of work to focus better, but I'm just absolutely out of ideas here. Like, it's been weeks and I got nothing. I'm starting to get a bit distressed. To be honest with you, don't want to disappoint everyone. Got any ideas for me, mate? Heartbreak song about getting drunk. Let's do Heartbreak. No, mate, romance isn't really my thing, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I want more of a prog rock thing going on, like the whole album needs to tell a story. New request, talk to Klaus until he feels inspired. Want to have Klaus come up? Okay, we'll have another think about it, alright? Peace out. Alright, I wanted to hit mine. Alright, here we go. Come on, I know you're thinking thoughts, let them out. Bees, death, dying, mortality. We will all die someday. With each tick of the clock, that day grows closer. What will I have left behind? Okay, a bit dark, don't you think? But I can make it work. We'll slap on a happy ending, yeah? Okay, interesting. There's someone coming. Anything up here? There's a... stuff is getting sold. Yeah, we need to talk to Klaus again at other points. Oh, here's someone for us. Honey, we are talking to the booksellers right now. Crime is my passion, and I mean, I'd love a crime novel. However, try to find anything with less than 700 pages. Come on, that's what we can do. How about a study in Scarlet? The first appearance of the eccentric detective. I think the first one of a series. Try to find something with less than 700. Yeah. That's not a crime story. That's one. How about 12 legendary tales on 300 pages? Also not bad. Shining, no. Not really. No, 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 no. Witchwood, no, 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 no. It's 4. I think we're only left with 1, really. Yeah, I think we're only left with 1 here. I would say we are with the Study in Scarlet or the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. How about this? we only had 2 choices, really. And I didn't even go into the kids block, because why should I find a crime book? I mean, Artemis Fowl, debatable, but it's not what she asked for. Oh, well, the crime is gone. I finally have time to read. I only want to greatest of literary classics. Witchwood is one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, I have Witchwood. You want it? Finally have time to read. I only want the greatest of literary classics. Witchwood is one of my all-time favorites. If he already has Witchwood, then why would I sell him Witchwood, right? 4 difficulty. Literary classics. Okay, how about... The Green Mile. We need to be old, right? Older-ish. Percy Jackson, surely not. Witchwood is fantasy. Fantasy, Great Expectations, Treasure Island, Journey to the West. Yeah, I think. I mean, Silence of the Lambs is a classic, but not as classic as he wants it to be. I've got Witchwood here, to be honest. I think Witchwood it is. Yeah, The Green Mile, Stephen King. Is it Green Mile or The Witchwood or Emma? I think Emma by Jane Austen. Nice. Crime is gone. Crazy. Okay, there is through. Nice 60, that's good. Yeah, okay, I can't do more. Really looks to me like British seaside town, but yeah, fine. Oh, you're still here. Have a nice day. And now we can close up shop for today. Close that up. And off we go. So, we need crime, used books for sale, nightmare fuel, that's horror movies. Great value collection. Scary stuff inside. Paperback mysteries. Do we find crime here? Used books for sale. Please take these, nightmare fuel. Let's take this for 20. Yes, that's crime. Perfect. Oh, it's red around. Okay, so yeah, that was an indicator. Do we need more? I don't think so. We are good to go. We haven't found anything new, so we're going right back to the next one. Where are the next things? Did we manage to finish that? Oh, 1 book. Okay, let's go here. We also need to go to the beach 3 times, and we need to go to the shop 3 times, and this one. Keep visiting the location. Okay, I need to get to the cafe as well. How about we go waterfront and finish that one, and then we're going beach. I think that's it. Another fantasy, a few more dramas, and a lot of crime. And we're full. Off we go. Waterfront on Tuesday. I still don't have no fish for the doggo. Very sad. What do you have? New week? Mate, that's still the same. Don't be a square by my boy. Travel sale chance. Nah. The 1% travel sale chance is not it. Oh! Get a hand with a clear out the shop, did you? I'm sure she appreciates that, but you know, maybe you can help to check in on her from time to time. If I know Tilda, she'll have a hard time letting go. Always been that way ever since I knew her. Okay. Yeah, we are talking to her. Hi. Come on, doggo. Last time I didn't give you a pet. Now you get who's a good boy. Okay. And It's Fern. Fern here. Doing his thing. Hopefully he will some... Yep. Was waiting for it. Hello, I'm here on research. I could really use something with a political message and I wouldn't mind challenging myself to a really long read. No. 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 All of these are no. Oh, it's a fiver, so only one book in our collection. I would say... News internet search for serious marvelous views across stunning islands. No. Down under. Yet education travel. No. No. The Book of Tea. No. Wow. Political message. Research. I could do something with a political message and wouldn't mind challenging myself to really long read. Les Mis. When running from law, just wants to chance to live, and just everywhere. Does it really have a political message? Journey to the West, I don't think so. No. It's a maybe. Les Mis, maybe for me. Folktales, not really. Although some of the older folktales also deal with political injustices, but in a more storyteller way. No. A psalm for the wild build. Running a solar power mutual aid. Our protagonist Dax lives a very fulfilling life as a monk. Still something is missing in his life and calls them on a journey into the wilderness. Sea of Monsters, no. Howling's Castle, Maze Runner, Green Mile, Witch Hat, Atelier, Barble, Altaria, which language meanings are harshness. No, no. Titus Andronicus. Not an American intern spy. Ooh, this could be political, but it's not long. To the lighthouse on an Isle of Skye with a few of the guests. Among them, a young painter observes the tension and relations between the family members and how they change in 10 years. Northanger Abbey. Still love ya. Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The Outsider. Tag along a rag team of heroes to take up one of the deal with. No. Murder of the Vicarage. Monsters Volume 1. Okay. Don't think so. Good Girl's Guide to Murder. One of us is lying. Wow. Oh, Death Note. I'm stumped for the political one. I don't think it's gonna be in the kids section here. Wow. Political message and a long read. So it's none of these. For sure it's none of these. I don't think so. They're not long enough and they are not political. Maybe this, but it's too short. I think it's Les Mis. Is it? I think Les Mis is the closest to what we are searching for. Yeah, 400 over orphans. Some, no, that's too short. Maze Runner, clearly not it. No, man. I don't think that it's gonna be magical. Political. Synchronicus is too short. Yeah, that's a really hard one, to be honest. I think the closest we've got is should lead to Rex with a lot of hardback on the way. Yeah, Poverty Morality is also not bad, but let's go with Les Mis. Yeah, perfect. Okay, was the right call. Good. We completed that part of the story. So what's next? For the dog a treat. Completed previous. Yeah, we don't have a treat. I'm sorry, doggy. I know you need a treat, but I don't have one. Very, very sorry for that. And we're waiting. Is this one repaired? No, not repaired. Huh! It is. Nice. Okay, where can I zoom? Looks like a nest of some birds, and that's it. This lonely tower lights the way along the coast. Visit the lighthouse. Ah, so we got a new location. Yeah, the lighthouse. Nice. Seems a bit eerie. Yeah, maybe. It's a rather slow day today here in the front. So long. Anything new here? Wildlife. No, we don't need to read it again. Ah, Tilda again. You probably soon gather some regulars. People will always turn to your shop and would like to chat. I'm mixing it's always great. Appreciate if you can. Remember some details about them. Maybe last week they told you about their hobby or that their birthday is coming up. We can't writing these down in your journal. Who can I? For example, young Harry. Young Harper is celebrating her birthday soon, and you know how important birthdays are at that age. I'm sure she'll be delighted if you give her best wishes. Here, lend me the journal for a minute. I'll fill in all the important dates I can remember off the top of my head. Well, now I have to learn dates. I'm really bad at those. There's a reason why I have all birthdays and everything marked down in my automatic calendar on the mobile phone, so that it tells me which is what. Okay, let's quickly skim through. Maybe we can keep some to spring 18th. Okay, pillar of the community, cat lover, retired book owner, knows better than you. Maybe she does. Next one, Anne. She, on spring the 7th, plant science student, outdoorsy, and loves romanticizing life. Okay, I can't really... I'm not good at this. Fern, a journalist. Oh, trading card, RPG nerd. No, TTRPG. What is this? Tabletop RPG nerd. So, pen and paper, better at small talk. I feel ya. Notes, retired sailor, fisher, and likes playing bowls. Okay. And Klaus is a musician, history nerd, and likes knitting. Miriam is a business owner, family matriarch, and likes an honest day's work. Harper is a bit of a know-it-all and eats facts. Eats facts and trivia for breakfast. And we're missing one person. Oh, also, does it put it into my calendar, please? Let me see. Anyone in summer? Fern is autumn. Walt is winter. Claus is winter. Miriam is autumn. And Harper is summer 12. Yeah, new. I mean, she said it was coming up. No. Oh, come on. Really? I have to remember that? That's bullshit. Perfect weather for a new book. I really need a philosophical book right now. I enjoy getting sucked into a real long book and actually enjoy a classic piece of literature. Philosophical, classical, long. What do we got? That's not long. Maybe it's a classic piece, but not long. Charles Dickens, I think. One of the books. We've got 2 in our library, maybe 3. Death Note is not it. Mysteries, Agatha Christie one. Really long book, that's not long. Thornhill. It's new. She likes classic piece of literature, yeah. That's not long. Let's search for long ones. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder from 2019. That's not long. Stephen King, The Outsider, not long. Not really long. 300 isn't really long. Here, 2. No, that's 22. Stephen King's The Green Mile. Yeah, I think Great Expectation it is. Fried Charles Dickens. Persepolis. Oh, did we have... Ah, we don't have 1984 anymore, okay. An exceptionally observant, vivid, and often witty journalistic work turned memoir by George Orwell, wherein he tells of his time fighting fascists in the Spanish Civil War. Philosophical book. I enjoy getting sucked into a real long book, and I usually enjoy a classic piece of literature. So, long book, philosophical. Rex without a heart. Yeah, then. Rex to Riches Extravaganza is probably not the philosophical one he's searching for. Book of Tea, not really long. Wow. Never-ending story. It is a classic piece of literature, I would say, by Michael Ende. But it's not long enough, I would say. Yeah, that's not really all long enough. 32 pages. Yeah, it is either Never-Ending Story or The Great Expectation. I'm going with Charles Dickens, let's see. Okay, good. But for around 500 pages is not that long, but okay. Just dropped by real quick. I need a facts book because I want to acquire knowledge. I want something easy, entertaining, and uncomplicated. I am a fan of books like Kitchen Rule for Your Family and You. How about a book of tea? I want something easy, entertaining, and uncomplicated. An open letter. It's a facts book. The book of tea. Beauty and the World. Yeah, that's not interesting. Maybe this one? No, that's too long. I want to acquire knowledge. I want something easy, entertaining, and uncomplicated. Homage to Catalonia. Herbcraft. Persepolis, story of a childhood. Some bold graphic novel following younger and through the scream story. It was a... Okay, I want something easy, entertaining, and uncomplicated. This is definitely not uncomplicated. Themes about family history, religion, and stuff. I don't think that's that. Which wasn't delicious recipes. I mean, he loved Kitchen Rules for Your Family and You. Herbcraft could be it. Or the Book of Tea could be it. I think the Book of Tea... Maybe. Let's try that. Come on, Book of Tea doesn't sound very educational to me. Oh, some people would try to argue about that with you, because I'm quite certain there are discussions to be had about tea. So yeah. So it was the herbs, maybe. Oh, let's try our writing printy thingy. Right, listen up. I've got the perfect heart-wrenching moment for the second act. As I lay on the bed and studied the wallpaper on the ceiling, I asked myself was everything we had a lie, and if so, could I believe in that little lie a little longer? Like the cake, huh? What do you mean it's wordy and obnoxious? Look, who's the expert now? But alright, guess I'll revise it by tomorrow. Yep. I'm still a bit miffed about the tea thingy and the educational one. I'm quite certain there was some educational stuff in there, and he wanted something lighthearted. Because the herbology one wasn't it either, probably. Well, you know what? Can't win everyone. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Bookseller continues to sell books. An update from our local bookseller. Yesterday at the waterfront, our local bookseller sold 10 in total for a total of 1 after expenses. We're looking forward to seeing where our bookseller will head next. Yeah, we're not really getting that much money, right? Tenor. It's a brown one. Oh no, it's normal. That's gonna be crime. Yeah. We have enough crime. Let's get a mixture. And that's that. And we're done. Now let's see where we want to go. We have 3 more days until we need to be at the flea market. How about we go to the lighthouse? And visit the lighthouse to see what's what. Let's get a few more travelers going here. Let's get in the classics. Get a few out of these. Let's get more classics in. Let's get a few facts books in. These are full. Let's put down a crime and off we go. And here we are at the lighthouse. What have you learned about a mystery lighthouse? Nothing. Let's open up that shop and let's see sheeps. Can I click them? I can. I hope these are not Blizzard Warcraft sheep that explode on me, but that wouldn't be the game for it. What is this? Crate of flowers. While equipped, drama sale increased in kids sale chance. Nice. Cool. Oh, there's another one. What you can see from here. An island. Puffins, treasure map. That's it, right? Nothing I can see. Okay. emotes here. Coastal wildlife. Yeah, redone. Most of the books have illustrations of coastal fauna native to the cliffs surrounding the lighthouse. There's a rock pipit, a small and unassuming bird with streaked grayish-brown eyes. Oh, we're getting the pipit, the crab, and this non-migratory bird likes to nest in cliff crevices and pick off small invertebrates from rock or shallow water to feed. A greenish shore crab is pictured sitting in a shallow rock pool carrying a piece of seaweed in its claw. The shore crab color can vary from green to brown to red, with red individuals often being more aggressive. Only mammal you can see is the gray seal, its long snout peeking curiously out of the water. You can sometimes find seals on land whenever they are resting to digest their healthy fish diet. Seals are an ancestor with the sea lion and walruses, but these cousins are not native to our area. Goodness, these seal babies look cute. It feels like you've gained a whole new appreciation for the coastal critters today. Ah, here are the... There's more of them here. Oh yeah, we got a second for you, of course. Well, hello, interesting bookshop. Thomas, I haven't seen you at the lighthouse before. This is normally a pretty hidden spot, so you know, people here like to be left alone, but I suppose having some books around couldn't hurt. Let me see, do you have any good drama books? I'm always looking to add more stage plays to my collection. Sell 15 drama books at the lighthouse. Cool, I'll pick one out now, thanks. And we want to help out here. Wow, that's a new personal best. I can only commit to something like with less than 200 pages. I am a fan of coming-of-age stories, and I could get into a romantic one. A romantic coming-of-age story. Didn't we have one right here under 200? No, that's definitely not a coming-of-age. Ah, damn it, it's gone. Yeah, okay. Death Note is not a coming-of-age romance. Is the specific coming out the first appearance of belongs back in Detective Poirot? No. Too long, no. Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll. Yeah, that's... I guess it's not really a romance, right? I'm sure you're with me there that is not a romance book. No, and no. We should have some here. Oh, we need to look in the children's books case. Yeah. Beowulf, certainly not. Only two here. Room of One. For essay of a positive character. That's not really coming of age, right? Is it? Alva Alto. Visual journey through almost 60. No. Under 200 pages. Okay, let's go to the child's book. Never-ending story. Too long. All too long. Here, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's not really a romance or coming of age. Magic City. In this new life, young Philip builds a city of his toys, books, and game pieces. Next to knows he appears in a life-size version of it, populated with people who need his and Lucy's help. Maybe the Magic City? It's too long. James and the Giant Peach. No. Wow. Really? Under 200, coming of age, and could get into a romance. So it doesn't have to be romance, but it has to be under 200 and a coming of age. Young boy estimate on some of Magic Snow before this no. Collection of some of them, no. Magic City. Magic City by Nesbit is maybe one. That's not coming of age. That is too long. That is too long. Okay. Let's quickly go through. It doesn't have to be romance. It has to be less than 200. And it has to be a coming of age. Never. No. That's not easy. We had one before, but I think it was over 200. No, this one, remove one. So, of a woman's character as well as writer in a literary tradition dominated by the patriarchy. My guess is Room of One is one of the books that is possible. And the other one is probably the Magic City, and we're taking the Magic City here. Okay, good. That was the correct one. Nice, we're getting some monies here. Another one. What do we need? I like to start a new series, and I quite enjoy crime novels. However, I prefer story without a plot twist. But like, don't make a big deal. What? Okay, like new series. We want definitely a series, and he enjoys crime. So Sherlock Holmes. However, I prefer story without a plot twist. Nah, Sherlock will definitely have a plot twist. And Death Note has one as well, I think. Youngest student, and it's volume 1, but Death God Ryuk might... Yeah. That has a twist. I think it has a plot twist in it. Yeah, but not really. I mean, the only plot twist I can remember for the first part being that the best detectives of the world are all the same character in different, with different names, but that's it. And Yagami, there's no real... Yeah, maybe Death Note. Keep Death Note in the back of our minds. That could be one, because it's a volume part. Hercule Poirot. That's the first in a series. Yeah, but... that definitely has plot twists. I mean, come on, that's a crime novel that's got plot twists all over, written all over it by Agatha Christie. That's not the one he's searching for. One of us is lying. The Silence of the Lamb. That has no plot twist. I mean, it's quite clear that one that you follow never has with the cunning. But we should start with, and we don't have it, we should start with the Red Dragon, as this is the first one. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, P.S. are still only. What do you want? A crime novel? How I prefer story without a plot twist. Oh man, a crime novel without a plot twist. Are you kidding me? Contains 12 beautiful poetic stories. Witch Hat Atelier. Become a witch if she was born without a gift or magic. Well, a mysterious magic might hold missing puzzle pieces. This popular manga series. Nah, that's not crime. For inmate with magic appear. That's not Maze Runner. That's not a crime novel, is it? Beowulf, surely not. Oh, Les Mis is back. Sherlock Holmes. But that's the whole thing. That's not medley for filled with passionate affairs. Nah. Journey to the West, The Monkey King, Room of One. Okay, let's quickly peruse the books in the Ooh, second installment. If this was a first one, but it's not a crime. This is crime. Suddenly he finds that's the first book. I think that's the first book in a whole series. It's about crime. Does it have plot twists? To be honest, I don't think it had really... I think Death Note and Artemis Fowl are the two we can use, and I'm gonna go with Death Note. Yes. Good. Our hit rates on these are quite good, I would say. Oh, there's another one up here. What do we have? That's a new personal best. I'd like something funny. Also, I'm looking for a crime novel. I'm obsessed. A funny crime novel. Oh, let's see. Book of Many Beginnings, sort of a... Is that funny? I don't really think it's that funny. That one could be funny. You know you'll be in for a thrilling, twisted mystery drama. How about One of Us is Lying? That's definitely not funny. That's definitely not funny. No. 12 beautiful poetic short stories for children, including tales of terror. No. Because he wants something funny and a crime. In alternate reality, British Empire. No. Green Mile. No. The Maze Runner. No. Howl's Castle. Beowulf. I think we're back to... Ooh, crime novel and funny. Is Sherlock really funny? I mean, the series is nice, but it's down to the characters and the play. passionate affairs, bittersweet moments, bending the rules of time, class, and gender. No. Wow. No. No. Artemis Fowl is funny. And it's about crime. How about we give you Artemis Fowl? Perfect. Nice. Recommended 3 books in 1 single day. Cool. Anything else here? Nothing here. Nothing here. That's it. Okay. Day is done. Pack up the shop and move on. We got a new item. We want to use that. Oh, that's the wrong button. My bad. So we want to take the new hanging fruit basket, which gives us... Yeah, let's put it here. That's a pure positive, that's fine. So, where do we go next? What are we doing? We sold 19 books in one go? Wow. Really? Okay, we've got the... What is it? On the 12th was the... yeah, tomorrow. We've got 3 days until the thing. We want to take some money with us. Let's quickly check for cheap ones. Here, there's a good collection. Why not? Take it for 15. I'll take it. We take that off you. Nick this from recommendations +1 per day. 120, I don't think so. Oh, he's giving the stats for total of after expenses. Nice. Atmosphere, social you find common ground in bookshop. Okay, nice. Question is, where do we go? Café Liberté. We need to go here to get this going, so I'm gonna go there probably. This we did. We did treat for the doggy. We need to visit the beach a few times more. We need to visit the market. We need to sell books here, and yeah, okay. What we're gonna do today is we're going Café Liberté. I'm gonna see if we can get the last acquaintance or whatever it is. Oh, that's too many. Travel. Let's cut down on the travel books, to be fair. Let's get more facts books in. Maybe even a bit more classics. A few more classics, 10 classics. And let's go with 3 travel, 5 facts, a few kids books, and all the drama. 5 drama, 7, yeah, let's do 6 on those and 10 on the crime thingy. Sounds about right. So here we are. Last day before we finish this episode. Oh, sorry, that was the mic. So this is the last day before we finish the episode here. And let's see if we find all our friends here. These two. Still nothing here, right? Yeah, still nothing there. Okay. Anything here? Anything here? Anything at this one? No. This, that. Oh, can we do something with this? No. We can't go in here. That one is nothing. This one. Help. We are here. We are here. I'm here. Dreadful weather. I want a book with a coming-of-age plotline. However, I'm not really a fan of thrillers. I really enjoyed North Ranger Abbey. Yeah, we had North Ranger Abbey. Ooh, we have new books here. Yeah. Okay. How about Dreadful? I want a book with a coming-of-age plotline and no thriller. Gotcha. Mysterious Affair of Styles. Book of Many Beginnings is Agatha Christie's career as a prolific. No. Codename. No. Little Libby's life in rural Kansas forever changed when she witnessed the murders of her family. 24 years later, she visits it all for the entertainment of crime-loving strangers. Coming of age, but she doesn't want a thriller. Into dark romance is not always so appealing in real life. Dark Places, difficulty 1. Really? Okay, Dark Places is a maybe. That's not a coming of age. Curious incident of the dog in the night time. Silence of the Lambs is clearly not a coming of age. Murder of Rocker Ackroyd, not. The Outsider, not. That's not it. Henry VI, no. Macbeth, surely not. Piece of cake and it to make anyone else problem. Picture of Dorian Gray. You have the value of beauty century. No. 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 Show romantic classic alongside Marie Antoinette's life at West Sandbridge. Followed Lady Oscar, no, lives as a man, so she can command the palette. That's not really coming of age. No, second Foundation. Oh, the second part of the Asimov trilogy of the Foundation. Loved those books, by the way. Reading them today is really hard because whatever you read there is something that's... The concepts he introduces with Foundation are baseline today for any kind of world building in the science fiction community, and so reading those can be rather tedious because it's from an older time. And things that would have blown your mind in the past are now just our new normal. So yeah, young adult novels sit in a dystopian world where one girl touch is lethal. Will she finally escape the grasp of government, and will she find love in the meantime? Shatter Me. She doesn't want a thriller. She wants a coming-of-age plotline. You needed a classical Lord Youngers. I'm gonna new guess. Maybe Camilla. Camilla sounds like Northanger Abbey. How about Camilla? Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Not really. Not really. Okay, let's go here. James and the Giant Peach. The Snowy Day. Yellow Fairy. And the Witch in the Wardrobe. Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Kiki's Delivery Day Service. Ah. How about Kiki? Kiki's Delivery Service. It's not a thriller and it's coming of age. Did it. Gotcha. Okay. We're getting good money here. None left, I suppose. What is out? Oh, travel is out. Really? What's up? I need to be whisked away by a good travel book. Also, I'd love to read something to do with real life, but I never really understood. Ooh, I don't have any travel books anymore, my guy. I'm very, very sorry about that. Whisked away by a good travel book. So we need a story about a travel and real life. Didn't we have... Nah, Don Quixote. That's not really it. That's not it. I thought... maybe this. But that's not really a travel book. We had something... Secret Life and Curious Afterlife of Seashells? No. Herbcraft? No. It's on a visual journey through the almost 6 years of iconic creation. No. Omar, that's a travel book? That's something to do with real life. How about this? Homage to Catalonia. Is a travel book. Yeah. This one? Description for projects, illustrates the conference, believe in better living for the... We only have one book in our... I think we only have one here that's gonna work, so... All of these are not it. That's not it, that's not it. Visual journey through 60 iconic creations, including photographs and sketches. Yeah, but it's a designer, artist. That's not what he's searching for. Either it's homage to Catalonia or it's Le Corbusier. Let's take this one. Whew. Right on, right on. Nice. That was good. So let's search for more secrets in here. We can open and close these, okay. Oh, help. Someone needs help. Lovely weather, I want something with a political message and I like philosophical books. Damn! People, what's up with you? Nothing better to do than read these hard political stuff. Marine bar. Now I would need that Nazi thing. That's not it, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. Yeah, no, maybe. Political message, maybe. Believe in better living. That could be political. Let's keep that in mind. That's clearly not political. No. Beowulf, definitely not. No. That's... Nah, there is a political message in here, but not really. That's not what we're talking about here. Pretty jealous in Joan of Arc here is a part, the political system, first part of Shakespeare's trilogy. Lovely, but I political and philosophical. Henry VI it is for you, right? I mean, what? How can we get more political than the story of a king? Well, then it was the other one. There you are, something prepared for you. Since it seems your business is doing well enough, I think it's time to welcome you into the circle. You see, I'm the chairwoman of Buxtonbury Local Association of Business Leadership and Administration. It's about each other in a small business matters. Until then, I agreed that you would be a good fit. However, before I can officially admit you, I must be sure that you can adhere to our standards. The pillars of business that are part of our association are not to be trifled with. Some have been in place since 1798, but we'll see you if you can master them. Next time you come by the Liberté, you will begin with our little business course. I will see you then. Goodbye. Okay. Fine. The money's pouring in. Tilda again. Good afternoon. You know, I still have a fair few books and essentials left over after the last flea market. I'd be happy for you to take them off my hands at the next one on Saturday. If not, it's always a nice opportunity to browse for some items, isn't it? Don't miss it, dear. Bye-bye. Yeah, we're coming there. I know. Okay, anything else here? I think we're done for the day. Ooh, there's still someone in the shop. Okay. Wow. Sold a lot. And the last one. Bye-bye, Miriam. So, that was the last day for this episode. Next episode, we are gonna continue from the main screen, and we should remember next time, please tell me, we should remember the birthday of the small one. Already forgot the name. I know he has a birthday, or she has a birthday coming up. Who is it? What's her name? His name? Damn it, I'm so bad. Harper. Could be androgenic. I don't know. She, her. There's this. Okay, it's a she, Harper. It's a girl. So, she's got a birthday next day. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're done here for today. And we will see each other with the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.